What is Buddhism?
What is Buddhism? Around the world, the people are talking about the teachings of the Buddha. Some of them, they accept the teachings of the Buddha as a religious point. There are people who are not practicing as a religion, they take this one as a philosophy. There are people who are well understood and they use teachings of the Buddha as a way of life. So we can see some of them practice as a religion, some of them taking this as a philosophy, some of them taking this as a way of life. So either way, it doesn't matter. All these things are happening according to their capacity. Capacity means their thinking ability. People like in traditional countries like Sri Lanka, Thailand, Cambodia, Burma, they mostly accept teachings of the Buddha as a religious viewpoint. They have rituals, norms, values, taboos and all these things in their practice. So they go to temple, the place where the center for the Buddhist practitioner. So they go to the temple to practice generosity, to observe precepts as well as to meditate. They have a concept. The concept is they are Buddhists. It means that they ready to categorize as Buddhist religions, practitioners. So then they have rituals. They have kind of established organization. Though according to that organization, they like to see the monks, they like to see other people who are practicing Buddhism. We call lay people. Lay people we have male and female, upasaka, upasika, and monks we have monks and nuns, the monastic group. So all these four groups are the groups that you can see in religious point, in religious views. But most of the world, not in traditional countries, some world who are learning Buddhism and they, according to their capacity, they are ready to accept Buddhism as way of life. Way of life means something that you can apply yourself, you can see the results yourself. As we know, the qualities of the Dhamma, Swakato Bhagavata Dhammo Sandittiko Akaliko. In here it does mention, there are few things. Come and see. You can come and see means there is nothing to go some particular place. Come and see means open your mind and to see the results, cause and effect. When you start to apply the method, the way of life according to the teachings of the Buddha, so then you can see the results. You don't want to wait to see the result. That's why akalika, timeless. And you turn on yourself and turn it on to yourself and you can apply the method and you can see the results right away. Whenever you apply the methods, right away you can see the results. This is the nature of the teachings of Buddha. So this is the way how we can accept the teachings of the Buddha as way of life, as a path of purification, as a path of attain enlightenment. So it is the way of life. So then now we have to think about the teachings of the Buddha. What does Buddha mention? What is the main purpose of teachings of the Buddha? There is a particular stanza in Dhammapada which is very important to understand the goal of Buddhists. Sabbapapassa akaranang kusalassupu sampada sachitta pariyodapanang etang buddhana sasana. Sabbapapassa akaranang, don't do evil. Kusalassupu sampada, cultivate your wholesomeness. Sachitta pariyodapanang, control your mind. Etang buddhana sasanam, these are the advisors of the Buddhas. All Buddhas who were in the world, these advisors are the advisors given by all the Buddhas. So then, there is a very important thing that we can understand ourselves. What is that? Don't do evil. So in here, in this very life, we can understand very important things regarding evil things. What is the evil thing? There is a word that we use in Pali, papa. Papa. The word Pali, papa, means evil things. Then what is the nature of papa? If someone doing some kind of unwholesome actions, then what would be the results of that? The papa always creating unwholesome thoughts. Unhappiness is there. Whenever you engage with any unwholesome deeds, you are creating your unwholesome mind. There is no any arguments or debates about that. That is papa. So then, as Buddhist follower, as Buddhist practitioner, as person who is using the teachings of the Buddha as a way of life, connecting with the unwholesome actions, unwholesome thoughts, and they are paying attention to control that unwholesome actions. Understanding their unwholesomeness, they are ready to pay attention to develop their energy, effort to control their unwholesome actions. And also they pay attention to develop their wholesomeness. Wholesomeness directly help us to increase our happiness. The way how we can gain happiness is with our wholesome actions, wholesome deeds. So we all are searching happiness. So looking happiness, so we have duty, responsibility to connect with our wholesome actions, wholesome duties, to develop our wholesomeness. That is our duty, that is our responsibility. The last one, control our mind. Control our mind means look at your mind. Looking at your mind, you can see thoughts that arise in your mind, whether regarding wholesome or unwholesome. So then, seeing unwholesome thoughts, you know, all these unwholesome thoughts, likewise desire, hatred, anger, jealous, all these thoughts always giving us unwholesome, unhappy status in our mind. So therefore, seeing this nature, understanding the nature of this reality, we ready to pay attention to control our unwholesome thoughts. Seeing these unwholesome thoughts, we ready to pay attention to develop our wholesome thoughts. So instead of desire, we ready to develop generousness. Instead of hatred, we ready to develop our loving friendliness, compassion, sympathetic joy, equanimity, all these qualities. So this is the way how we can control our mind. So then, now you can see Buddhism, the teachings of the Buddha, really we can apply as way of life. You can see the results, the benefits of your practice. You don't want to worry about, you don't want to wait for another time to see the results.